Hey there, you're listening to episode 3 of One Season I Hate About You, the podcast where we talk about Pup Academy, the Airbud Entertainment television hit show, available on Netflix and Disney Plus, we assume. Have we confirmed that?
I mean, we don't have Disney Plus.
Neither do we.
Oh.
Definitely available
Not
on
yet.
Netflix, possibly available on
Look,
Disney Plus.
I might just get Disney Plus just to check.
Yeah. Not a bad plan. So anyway, I'm here as per usual with my partner Kevin,
Hello.
my partner on reviews Charnstar,
That's me.
and my very good friend Chanelle.
Hey.
And we are talking about the ins and outs of Pup Academy and why this is a show that you should add to your list on Netflix.
Forget about Tiger King.
Exactly.
It's all about dogs, baby.
It is. It is. These are the important things that we need to spend our time on. So, this episode is all about episode 3 of the show. Let's get right into the blurb. Now, this episode is entitled Oopsie! Exclamation point. And basically it's, well, the following occurs. It's a rough day for Corazon. Rough is spelled R-U-F-F.
Got him.
Oh, that's how you know it's a quality episode synopsis.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a rough day for Corazon when a surprise guest follows in his footsteps and challenges the rules. Meanwhile, Morgan tries some new gadgets.
Oh, so we know what Morgan's doing in this episode. Great.
God, completely forgot about it every time.
I actually think this is the first episode where Morgan has more of a plot.
Shines a little bit. Yeah.
Anyway, we are about to get right into it, get into the intricate details of this episode. We don't want anything to be spoiled for you. So go out, get out there, watch episode 3 of Pup
Go
Academy.
out, make sure you have Netflix on your phone and watch it outside.
But in a physically distanced area.
Maybe watch it near a dog park without the dogs. That's a bit sad, actually.
Get out there, watch Pup Academy episode 3. Everything is going to be spoiled in a moment by the Green God, who does our fortnightly recaps of our episodes. So we don't want anything to be spoiled for you.
Hey guys, this is another recap about Pup Academy's Season 1, Episode 3. Wait, is it Episode 3? Yeah. Basically, we cut off with Corazon with his owner, like, making a video about this yoga thing. How to get up in the morning, how to have a great morning. And then this pup that comes out of nowhere, named Oopsie, comes in and knocks over a camera, and then it's like the dog runs away and Corazon's like, "Oopsie, what have you done?" And then it's like, and then the owner gets upset. Basically, they go away. They go to school, basically, and then Oopsie comes with and then gets teleported to the school as well. But then Corazon doesn't know, and then he's gonna get expelled if the teachers see him with Oopsie. And then the teacher's basically explaining something like there's this woods place that's all spooky and stuff, and you should never go there. But then Oopsie comes and then was about to get spotted, but then Spark made a distraction, just saying, "Oh, look at me! I want to go in the woods." Yeah, basically that's it. And then Spark goes in detention. And then and then, wait. So, Spark gets in trouble. That's it. She just goes to detention. She's in detention with, the teacher now. And then they're, like, in classroom. They're learning how to know if it's, a person. If they're either a burglar or a mailman. And, and a postman or something. And then Oopsie came out. So Wiz, the sheep dog, comes out. I finally remember his name. comes up and then like makes a distraction again. In order for him to do that, he needs to get in trouble. So now he's in trouble. And now he's in the hallway. We're in the locker room. And like Oopsie again. And then he's talking Oopsie and all of Oopsie and stuff. And then the teacher comes and it's like, what the heck's going on here? And then they keep on saying Oopsie, and then she says, if you say Oopsie one more time, you're going to detention. And then like the coach comes and is having a big blabble, and then they say, and then he accidentally says, and Zone accidentally says Oopsie for like another time. Now he gets in detention, and now just Oopsie's going around in like, because they're stuck in detention, but the teacher sleeps, and then they see that Oopsie's gonna go in the woods, in the spooky woods. So basically, they go in the woods, and then Kozeon comes in, and then Kozeon's like apologizing for saying that she's not his friend, and then they all apologize. Yeah, sad, happy, whatever. They go out of the woods without any suspect. That's basically, and then with the old man and his son Morgan, I finally remember the name because I keep on forgetting names. He's like talking about how he's gonna Morganize the place because it's all old tech, and he says, with the latest technology, I'm gonna turn this house much better, and Pup Academy will be much better. So like this vacuum with this like mowing one, he made it into a remote control. But then it just went everywhere and malfunctioned and just going haywire. And then again with the cannon from like the fetchball game, it's going haywire because Morgan Morganized it. And then just Morganized it and then just goes all around the place. And then the pups go home with no suspect, with no suspect, and then Spark makes another distraction, so Oopsie can go home, and they won't see Oopsie, and Kozeon wouldn't get in trouble or expelled. That's basically it.
Thank you to the Green God for that awesome recap. We're now going to get into the finer details of this episode. Mostly, the biggest Harry Potter addition in this episode is obviously
The Forbidden Forest.
The Forbidden Forest.
What's it called in this one? I know it's also alliterative, but it's
Wild Wood.
Wildwood.
And the direct quote from McGonagall is, "Go in and you'll never come out." It's never really explained why.
No, even when they, spoiler alert, do go in, there is nothing there.
No.
And then they come out.
I expected to see King in there eating a unicorn, but no.
It's just really dark.
It is.
That's all.
That's all, yeah. The lighting was, darker. And, wasn't as wild.
Very woody.
Lots of wood. No wild.
That being said, the Forbidden Forest in Harry Potter, I always remember in the films, it seems like the trees are really far apart.
They were.
Like in the book, it always sounded like real dense, and then you see it in the films, and it's like, no, that's not dense at all. You can probably look straight ahead and see the way out.
Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah.
Then we have this Oopsie character. Is Oopsie like the Neville Longbottom of this show, or is Oopsie just?
I feel like Oopsie is the least Harry Pottery thing in this.
I agree.
I don't recall a character in Harry Potter that was so
Whoopsie-like.
mentally incapable that they couldn't say anything other than their name.
Yes, and on that note, the reason why episode 3 is thus far my least favourite is because to me, Oopsie is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oopsie is Psyduck.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that.
Yes.
They're just any Pokemon, really, because they just keep repeating their names.
Yeah, but what's the most annoying Pokemon?
Good question.
The one that says its own name.
All of them do. Ash.
Yeah.
Does Ash run around going Ash, Ash,
You
Ash?
might as well.
Yeah. Oopsie legitimately just pops up and says Oopsie.
I think they just started going, you know what, we need a comedic, problem.
We need comedic relief in this comedy show.
We need a scapegoat.
It did depress me a little. This episode had me wanting the prophecy back. I'm going to say that much.
It's steering away a little bit here.
I miss the prophecy. Oopsie.
But the thing, my question is, how did Oopsie get there? She didn't have the...
Oh, it's because he jumped through and she jumped in right behind, so the portal was still open.
But I thought the key was the tag.
That's what opens the portal.
So it just opens it. I just thought it's like, if you own it, shoo, you know?
We don't necessarily have to own it, as we find out in a future episode.
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
But there's a dog with a backpack with a dog in it.
Yes.
That's my ultimate question.
Who is it? Corazon finds a backpack. Where does Corazon find a backpack for dogs?
Is that's the owner's name? Izzy?
No, but he
hasn't gone home or
no,
anything.
he finds it on campus.
He finds a backpack on campus. He puts it on his back and puts a dog in it.
Well, I saw it, I was like, this is ridiculous.
As soon as it did that, I was like, just pop off home for a second.
Yeah.
No one's going to complain if you just chuff off home and then
Or
chuff
just
back.
open the portal again and kick Oopsie in there.
I think they can only open the portal when
Bell times.
when the whistle blows.
Yeah, bell
when
times.
Morgan's grandfather blows the whistle.
That is disproved in a future episode as well.
Oh, well then.
The rules don't matter, guys. Nothing
It is
matters.
very Harry Potterish, you know, like the
Does platform 9 3/4 ever accidentally open for a muggle?
Well, how many muggles are walking head first into it?
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have a reason. I would.
drug addicts in that train station.
That's a great scene from Harry Potter
It's
where
a
you have
deleted scene.
you have a drunk guy who's walking around Grand Central Station at night and he accidentally slips through the wall, and when he comes back, everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, man."
But would he have to slip through right behind would he slip through right behind Ron? Is Ron that dumb to accidentally lead a drunk person
Oh,
through
I'm
the
just
portal?
thinking a drunk person who would, because I don't know how that wall works. In my head, the wall's always open. It's just you know whether to walk through the wall or not.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking a drunk person in the middle of the night,
Could
just
easily just go
stumbling
in there,
around,
yeah.
goes to lean on the wall and just slips through.
Wow, what a drunk night that
This
will
is a
be.
question we should tweet at J.K. Rowling just to see what the answer is.
Oh, I'm sure she'll.
Yeah, so we're asking the right questions.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll write a huge story about how
Yeah.
wizards used to poop their pants.
She'll just
they
shoehorn
magic it away.
She'll
Yeah,
just
she'll be
shoehorn everything in there.
Do we give her the context though? Do we say, "Hey, we're watching Pup Academy episode 3"?
Nah,
Oopsie.
because she might sue Pup Academy.
And we don't want Pup Academy to end abruptly
True.
when we don't
Yeah.
have our prophecy solved.
Exactly. We need to solve the prophecy, and we need to keep receiving these moral messages. So the moral messages that I got from this episode all seem to relate to Morgan.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a very Morgan-centric story because all the dogs just happen to be in detention.
Yes.
Just going to detention, going to detention.
This is the
also
concept
really
of the
annoying.
old versus new. You know what I mean? Like technology taking over, traditions and stuff like that.
So Morgan is trying to help Granddad update his life by
Getting a new job.
by putting everything on a remote control or using apps to control various gadgets around the place.
Like the first scene is the gag you see on every Boomer comic where they're like, "Oh, well, I've got a phone here, and
Yeah.
I've got my maps, and I've got a board game, and I've got my calculator." And the kid's like, "I've got all of that in my pocket." Beep, beep, beep. You're
like-
old, Dad.
Yeah.
Granddad.
Well, let's be honest. Granddad's been working in a Pup Academy.
That's
Yeah,
true.
He's missed out on a lot of crap. And he's working with bloody dogs. Like,
Well, they're his main source of conversation and contact.
how much
And they
does he
don't
get
have
paid?
phones. I think he gets
Brings up the question Chanelle brought up last time. Who's paying for this place?
Who
Yeah.
runs this place?
But how
Canis
does he?
Primus.
How does he get paid? Like what? How do dogs know how much he needs? You know, it's like, so what's your salary? Let's talk business here because you're here for life.
I did find it. This is a line that stood out to me in episode 1. In episode 1, Morgan said to his granddad, "You're finally going to tell me what you do for a living?" It made it seem like it was like Santa Claus. Like it made it seem like why can't granddad say I work with animals? You know why?
Yeah, that seems easy. In fact, if he ever, say if Morgan learnt, because that's one of the things they do, they're able to speak to animals eventually, or at the very least dogs. once he's like over the Pup Academy business, because guess what? You're going to get sick of looking after a school about dogs for that long. He can always go into like zoo work or even like, you know what, branch out into the private sector, make your own business.
Yeah.
Training dogs, and you're like, "Oh, how do you train them so well?" And he's like, "Because I can literally speak to them."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Could become famous.
Get the crazy police over here.
This is just reminding me of Chris Lilly's character, the dog psychic.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, which one?
The dog psychic. Anyway, moral messages from this episode based on Morgan's Morganizing, as the Green God, well, as the episode put it. Morgan's trying to Morganize things, ultimately doesn't work out.
Yeah, I thought that the moral of this story was that the negative effect that excessive screen time can have on children.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it all just goes wrong when he's using his phone. The lawnmower starts attacking them. So does the ball throwy thing.
Fetch
Yeah.
ball machine.
Well, Grandad says you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette. And he also says, just because you don't have the answer today, it doesn't mean you won't have the answer tomorrow. But I feel like Chanelle's just given us the answer. The answer is, old school is best.
Good balance, maybe.
Yeah, good balance. What I learnt from the episode was even an idiot like Morgan can inexplicably be a genius. Do you know how hard it would be to rig up a lawnmower to be remote controlled?
I can barely start mine
Yeah. Whereas he's able to make it automatically starting
through Bluetooth.
through Bluetooth. And it's not like he's created a bunch of connectors and pulley systems or anything. It's just a box with an antenna on it. He just sticks it on.
So what you're saying is, there's hope for Oopsie.
Absolutely.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
You don't think there's hope for
I mean,
Oopsie?
Morgan is able to say more than just his name, so...
That is true.
Morgan. Morgan.
So the question at the end of this episode is, are we looking forward to future episodes of Pup Academy? And look, this is the first time people listening to this podcast will hear me sounding depressed. I want us to go back to the prophecy.
Look, every TV show's got that episode where it's completely irrelevant to
Yeah.
the main plot. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think the Wild Woods have to work into it at some point, surely.
True.
They've introduced that.
maybe that's what separates them from the cats.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Or King, aka Voldemort.
No, but King's just running around in the city. Yeah.
Maybe the Wild Woods connect to King's hangout, King's digs.
Nah, I reckon
Where
the cats.
is this? Because this town, have you seen the name yet? I know it's called like Wolfsville or something dumb like that. This school seems to be attached to this town because all the new students come from the same town.
Yes.
You see them at school together.
Yep.
Where is the school? Is it near the town? Is the Wild Woods why no one can find this random
Yeah,
school?
probably, yeah. Because
they
if
all
you
get
think
lost
about it,
in
this school is not that big. It wouldn't be that big. It's probably just a spot
Which
in
begs
the
the
woods.
question, what is a bigger threat to this school? The stars in the sky fading?
Rabies.
Or, you know, a tree lopping company?
Ooh, season
true.
2.
Wow, it's just getting all the environmental stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of these episodes. It's just like a feel good. Let's, branch out a little bit. It's like cartoons. Cartoons do that all the time.
Yeah.
And this is a kid show.
What was that terrible Doctor Who episode, Love and Monsters, where it's just like, oh, this is a funny episode, but it's incredibly annoying and never want to see that episode again.
It's one of those, some cartoons have the musical episode or
Yeah.
just like a completely random thing. Like, I remember another Netflix show, Voltron. They had one where they're playing D&D, and that's a whole episode. It's completely irrelevant to robots and saving the galaxy. They're
saying
just
that-
playing D&D.
Robots that save the galaxy play D&D? Well,
Yeah.
what are they doing in D&D? They're like, I just want to do my taxes and have a normal day in, rather than going out and saving the
basically,
galaxy.
it's like, they're trying to save something in the D&D universe while a war is happening in the background. They don't really talk about the war. They just play D&D. It's a really funny episode, but it's completely irrelevant to the actual series. So it's one of those episodes. So, a little bump on the road here for Pup Academy, but we'll forgive him because we just want to know what the prophecy is.
You know what I've noticed the Kevin on one season I Hate About You is a lot more positive than the Kevin from 10 films I Hate About You.
It's like he's had like a whole rewrite. Every episode we don't know whether he's the Voldemort or the Snape.
Yeah. This COVID thing's getting to me.
Well, that's it for episode 3, Oopsie. It was a bit of an oopsie recommending that you watch it, but
it's an oopsie on their behalf. Really.
Yeah. We hope you will stick it out with us and listen to episode 4, which will be released in a fortnight. In the meantime, you can head to our website, www.inconceivablereviews.com, and check out our written reviews on new releases. We're also on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us at Inconceivable Reviews or at Inconceivable Reviews Official. Head on. Let us know what you think of Pup Academy. Do you agree? Do you see the Harry Potter connection? What do you think will happen with the prophecy?
Are you an Oopsie?
Yeah. These are the real questions that need to be answered.
And what do you think's in the Wildwood?
Yeah.
The Wildwood?
The Wildwood.
Yeah, what's there? What's beyond that?
Yeah.
Let's
Which
explore.
character is Voldemort?
Which
Yeah.
character is Voldemort?
There's a lot of questions, alright? Where's the cure? So we can stop watching this crap. Nah, it's a prophecy. It's a prophecy.
Yeah. See you in a fortnight.
Oopsie.